Wait, you thought the drama was over? Oh, we're just getting started. What went down at Papoose and Clarissa Shields' private wedding could have come straight out of a Tyler Perry movie meets Zeus Network chaos. A flying wig, a screaming, Remy Ma, and a groom frozen at the altar. What do you get when you mix a bitter ex, a champion boxer, and a wedding meant to stay private? Chaos, betrayal, and enough tension to black out all 5 boroughs of New York. But here's the twist. Remy. Ma didn't just show up uninvited. She dragged Clarissa in front of the guests like it was a WWE showdown. And Papoose? The man stood there like his Wi-Fi cut out. Leaked footage, secret invites, a lace front left behind like a casualty. You won't believe what really went down behind those velvet wedding curtains. Stick with us, because what we're about to uncover might be the craziest celebrity ambush of the year. Let's rewind this wild fairy tale, shall we? This story doesn't begin with once upon a time, it begins with Remy Ma wasn't on the guest list. Now picture this, a quiet, dim ballroom tucked away in the hills just outside Atlanta. Candlelight flickers, violins play softly, and guests whisper compliments about the bride's dress. Everything seems perfect. Too perfect. But in the world of hip-hop royalty, if things seem calm, a storm is always on the horizon. The bride? None other than Clarissa Shields, 2-time Olympic gold medalist turned reality TV dynamo. And the groom? Papoose, the self-proclaimed king of loyalty. Or so we thought. Now let's break down why this wedding was supposed to stay under wraps. Word on the street? Clarissa didn't want any outside distractions. Translation: keep Remy Ma out of the picture. But let's be clear, this isn't just any ex. This is Bronx royalty. The woman who did a 7-year stint and walked out like a boss, rocking heels and holding a recording contract. So, what went down? According to an insider, shout out to the caterer with Wi-Fi, Remy found out about the wedding when a mutual friend posted a private Snap story, accidentally forgetting to hide it from her. And let's just say, Remy wasn't about to let that slide. No RSVP, no calm vibes, just red heels, a trench coat, and a mission. Sources say she waltzed past security, told an usher, "Don't touch me, I know the groom," and stormed into that ballroom like she was stepping onto a stage for a rap battle. At that exact moment, Clarissa was in the middle of her toast. Microphone in hand, champagne glass raised, guests clapping, when the music suddenly stopped. It was a signal. Gasps rippled through the room, heads turned, and one bridesmaid whispered, "Oh no, she's here." Witnesses say Remy didn't speak a word at first. She walked straight to the stage, locked eyes with Papoose, then turned her gaze to Clarissa. And then it happened. The infamous wig snatch that echoed across the internet. Now, before you think I'm overhyping this, multiple sources have confirmed it. A clip leaked online but quickly taken down from TikTok for graphic hair trauma shows Remy grabbing Clarissa's lace front and yelling, "You thought I wouldn't find out?" Guests scrambled to record, hiding behind centerpieces and ducking behind flowers like it was a cross between TMZ and WWE. Let's pause here, because while all this sounds like something straight out of a Mona Scott Young production, it only gets crazier from here. Papoose remained completely still. Yep, the same man who once rapped about never letting anyone disrespect his queen just stood there, frozen, with his mouth slightly agape, holding the ring box like it was the last piece of evidence in a criminal trial. One guest described it perfectly. It was like his whole spirit left the room. He was buffering in real life. As for Clarissa, well, she didn't react with anger. She just stood there, holding her wig in one hand and her pride in the other, calmly whispering something to her maid of honor. Perhaps she said, "Get my purse," or maybe, "Get my gloves." And where was security? Nowhere to be found, because in true chaotic event fashion, they were apparently on break. An insider claimed the entire security team had stepped out to enjoy the vegan buffet. Now here's where the drama takes a dark comedic turn. One guest, allegedly a cousin of Papoose, said Remy didn't even raise her voice after the wig snatch. She simply lifted her glass, scanned the room full of stunned faces, and quipped, "To loyalty, may it rest in peace. Shakespeare who?" The room went dead silent. One woman fainted. Another tried to live stream the moment, only to realize her phone was still on selfie mode. Meanwhile, Clarissa? Sis had officially entered the 5 stages of lace front grief. Shock, denial, anger, bargaining, and of course the inevitable dragging later. But wait, the mess was far from over. Just when you thought it couldn't possibly escalate further, Remy pulls out a manila envelope. And what's inside? Oh, just a few light papers. Allegedly, DM screenshots, hotel receipts. Basically, a crash course in the proof Olympics. One guest in the second row says Remy waved the documents above her head and boldly announced, "You've been sneaking around since last August. You told me it was about boxing. You didn't say it was this kind of ring." And just like that, the room erupted in whispers, gasps, and a few audible "oh hell no's." This moment was the tipping point. It wasn't just about a wig anymore. It was about betrayal, timelines, and a man who told two women they were his forever. And the worst part? It was all accidentally live-streamed by the wedding DJ, who forgot to turn off his Twitch. The footage hit Instagram before Clarissa could even fix her edges. It was reposted by the Shade Room, Lipstick Alley, and a fake Twitter account claiming to be Remy's chihuahua. Then, as Remy flipped her hair and turned to leave, Papoose did the unthinkable. He walked toward Remy, not Clarissa. The entire ballroom gasped. We've seen messy breakups, but this? This was love and hip-hop, the resurrection. Papoose didn't just approach Remy, he leaned in and whispered in her ear. According to a guest who claims to have mastered lip reading, from years of reality TV, he said, "I told you I wasn't ready. They pushed this wedding without me." They? Who's they? Clarissa? Her team? The wedding planner? Rumors had been swirling that Clarissa rushed the marriage to lock Papoose down before any more Remy drama leaked. Now, it seemed the secret ceremony wasn't as mutual as it appeared. But the real twist? Papoose picked up the manila envelope Remy dropped and held onto it, like it was the key to the truth. Meanwhile, Clarissa stood frozen, bridesmaids, in chaos, and a violinist quietly packed up, wondering, I played for this? Then, boom, the moment that set the internet on fire. Clarissa's cousin, Keandra with the curls, lunged at Remy Ma, turning the wedding into a full-on Bronx vs. Flint showdown in the middle of a $60,000 reception hall. But Remy, completely unbothered. She sidestepped and clapped back, "Touch. Me and I'll drop more screenshots than an Android user." Iconic. Security finally arrived, 40 minutes late, trying to calm things down, but it was too late. Half the guests had already dipped. The wedding cake was untouched, and the DJ kept playing Beyoncé's Best Thing I Never Had. Meanwhile, chakred wigged-out weddings was trending, and Twitter had a field day. Papoose watched his reputation crumble, and Clarissa? She forgot to train her. Guest list. Then came the fake texts, the kind that spark group chat wars and get people unfollowed in real time. Allegedly, they showed Clarissa messaging Papoose while Remy still lived in the house. Another thread claimed Clarissa had a burner Instagram to like Papoose's pics during the end of his marriage, pre-divorce, pre-chaos. But the most shocking? A supposed DM from Clarissa, "She won't be around forever. Let me show you loyalty." The internet was on fire. While everyone from the flower girl to the officiant got dragged, Remy Ma disappeared. She left the venue like a woman with a script, wig in hand, blasting conceited. But sources say her driver made a detour to a hotel, just 10 minutes from the wedding venue. And that hotel? The same one where Papoose and Clarissa were supposed to spend their wedding night. The drama was far from over. What happened next shocked everyone. By the end of the night, Papoose never showed up. Clarissa was alone in her honeymoon suite, trying to hold back tears while quietly deleting the wedding hashtag from her Instagram bio. No groom, no vows, no honeymoon, just a white dress and broken vibes. Meanwhile, Remy Ma posted a cryptic Instagram story, "Truth always wins in the end," with the hashtag Nyan Free the Act. Fans went wild, speculating and begging for receipts. Even Cardi B joined in, commenting, "Damn sis, now I need popcorn and a therapist." As for Papoose, silence. One eerie black and white photo the next morning. Sometimes silence is the loudest truth. The next day, things would go from shocking to career-shattering. Memes were out of control. Wig jokes flooded the internet. Remy Ma trended #1 worldwide, and the real aftershock hit the next morning when Clarissa Shields went live on Instagram, tears streaming down her face. She wore a hoodie that wasn't hers, with a caption reading, "I didn't deserve this. Not on my wedding day. Not from a woman I once looked up to." In the live, Clarissa confirmed the wedding was real, legally binding, with documents signed and rings exchanged. She claimed that Remy had been harassing her, even showing up unannounced at her gym. Then, Clarissa's manager dropped a bomb. "We're pursuing a restraining order and civil damages for emotional distress." Ah, the duffel bag of intent. Now that's a phrase that's going down in history. Inside the infamous bag, sources say there were some serious essentials. A pair of combat boots, in case things got real. A folder full of receipts. Oh, the receipts. And the pièce de résistance. A custom satin drawstring pouch designed specifically for the wig she snatched. If you're going to crash a wedding, do it with style. But as Clarissa's mascara dripped during her emotional live, Remy Ma dropped a silent bombshell. A video showing a wedding invitation addressed to her under a fake name, Marie R. Scott. Caption, "You invited me, you just didn't think I'd show up." Boom. The internet split. Team Clarissa cried victim. Team Remy applauded the queen. Then came the prenup leak, a juicy PDF revealing Clarissa's massive payout if the marriage ended. Within 90 days, it wasn't love, it was leverage. Papoose, still silent. The paparazzi caught him entering a Manhattan studio alone, rocking a hoodie that read, "Love is a battle." Subtle, right? Meanwhile, Clarissa stayed focused, filing paperwork and sitting down for an exclusive interview on The Breakfast Club. Her headline quote, "That woman tried to humiliate me, but karma always comes back around. I just didn't expect it to wear red heels." Ouch. As for Remy Ma, the Queen of Chaos was ready for her close-up. Her documentary, Unbothered. The Remy Ma story had been in the works for a year, with a new jaw-dropping finale, The Wedding Disaster. In a leaked voice note, Remy called the Wig Snatch iconic and an act of self-defense. And then came a bombshell voicemail from Papoose to Remy. "I never stopped loving you." Was this wedding a secret reunion? The internet's in full chaos.